Hi Terry, this time we are going to have a review for our teaching game that we played 2 days ago. Okay, let's start. Okay. I think that, as you know, that I need to have some overplay in order to trace the 4 pieces of the handicap. What do you think about until here? Basically, I don't think there was any problem. Just if I recommend you in normal case. For example, now this white one stone is not really strong enough, not really thick enough. So black's basic move is supposed to be approach here. Then you can steal my base. If white doesn't have a base, I have to go up to the center. Then when you just play naturally, you can just get the territory naturally in the upper side. That is what you can get. So this is one of the possible way. Normally this can make white is a bit stronger. So, but now you know in the actual game, after you play this, still my 2 groups are in danger. So I don't think this was wrong. It's quite okay. If I just play here, of course I think you are going to plan. You are going to play here. Then still white is not good. Okay, here there was no any difficult part until here. Okay, first I just played the double hane, and normally white is supposed to play here. And if I just play here, you have to start to move from your this head position. This is your head. So normal move can be just defense, and then white is going to jump. If I just jump, which means I am looking for the getting inside in the future. So what do you think about another move? If you have a more active way, then you can just choose such kind of way. This move's good part is you can just make the territory naturally in the upper side. That's quite important, and normally that is what you are getting from attacking. So I just use some trick here. This time my meaning is my hoping is if you play this move, then now I can do here. White is much thicker. For example, if you just connect, I can just have a double hane. White is much stronger than just now. If I play here, I can just tap the side naturally. So okay, another way. So which means this time black's just normal move is starting from this 1 stone. Then if you are not planning to capture this 1 stone, then you are just supposed to stretch here. The reason why, my meaning is I just want to have a bit over fighting. I was planning to cut here. At that time you can just play same as actual game, and then when I move, I don't think you are going to give this exchange to me. It was making this 1 stone became a bit weaker. In this case, I think if you have to play, of course you can think about just movement here, and when I connect, then you can just jump. Then now this fighting is good for black. So normally you have to continue to have a good control fighting. So this double hane was not really necessary. Spending one more stone here, it doesn't mean your territory is bigger, because when I get into the 3-3, then this 1 stone is actually nothing. So now this 1 stone has to invest to your weaker stone. So when I cut here, this fighting control became better for me little bit, and I was keep jumping. Yeah, which means if I just play here, it's quite simple, but it's not that efficient. So now I'm just making. If I just play other place, of course in this case you can just remove again. This fighting is not good for me, so I am supposed to defense. I have to spend 1 more move to defense, but this time it seems much more efficient. I'm making this black weaker, so it's necessary. I have to play. Okay, this time actual game you have played here. In this local area, if you want to continue to play, I think this is normal move that you can think, and it's quite great. And if you want to think about something differently, I will try to judge whether black and white is in trouble or not. Trouble means whether their base is stable or not. If those groups' base is quite stable, I will think about just going to the big place. Now in the actual game, I just get into 3-3 in the future. So actually this 3-3 is quite big place in this situation. Then now you can just try to defend one more time. Such kind of move can be better than just going to the side. Anyway, this is quite painful, and when you get this move, then this black is quite concentrated. So that this time was originally you have to go to the other place. Tenuki is right move. Okay, so you played A, and maybe your hoping was like this, and it's quite great. Then of course I will try to trade like an actual game. What do you think about this trading result? And there was nothing different way. I think until now the black didn't have to trade like this. The white corner seems bigger than side. Yeah. And then okay, you move again. This is quite okay. Now after you get my one stone, this control is became okay. If you are thinking to play slowly, of course you can just go to the big place. Or if you want to have a fighting, then you can move like actual game. But when I jump in this situation, I understand you might feel a little bit painful to give me about this one stone. But actually in this situation, this tiger's mouth is not the painful point. Even if I play here, this is not in hurry. Now when you lose this move, when you get this move, you can just ignore and try to separate of my group. And when we are just jumping like this, you can get many things. You can, like this. Even if you are not killing anything, that just you can get many things. As I told you last time, when we are attacking, this is just one of example. You know that it will not be like that. Even though you cannot kill this white group, then you can just stay some stone at the side, 1 or 2 more steps than me. That is what you are going to getting from attacking. So if you just jump out and this fighting was okay, then the main point is that this tiger's mouth was not the painful point. And when I do that, you don't have to respawn here. Yeah, even you have to play in the future, okay, except this way. If you have to decide to play in this way, I will think about to move from this position. I will play such kind of a way, because this is your weak group, and you have to search your weak group and try to support your head. Now this was your head, and when I just jump, then you can play naturally. Yeah. Then you are just protecting 3-3 as well. Yeah. Best one is starting here first. Always when you are having the fighting, you have to start from the weak area. It can be your opponent weak group or your weak group. Yeah, those are possible. But now these 3 stones are weaker. And even these 2 stones are not perfect yet. That's why this direction is right. I don't mean only it should be A. You can choose something differently. You can even do like this kind of move and try to make the influence and try to looking for the attacking these 3 stones. So in the actual game, you have played here. I understand you missed this Kosumi. So since I catch these 2 stones, then white is feeling much comfortable. I don't have to waste any move in the center. Yeah, so still of course black is better, and I think this invade is quite great. And this situation, maybe you will feel confused between information and your judgment, because I think you have information that you need to play this move. Yeah. But in this situation, this 1 stone value was quite small. even you did like actual game. I just didn't connect here. Okay, for example, I just connect here and I just used the normal move. This is not big enough. Actually, it was worse than much worse than you just play stretch here. If you do that, then when I connect, then you just do it here. Then still the main point is different thing is still my stones doesn't have a base. Then which means I have to keep waste in the center. Yeah, even like this is much great. So now it was the your valuation judgment trouble. Always it will be confused if you have such kind of situation, whether you have to follow the joseki or you have to just use your normal feeling. But this time B was much better. Yeah. So since you choose this move, yeah, white to just catch one stone, and then I just get the corner naturally. Yeah. Here was bigger than your catching one stone. And even this coal was light to me. It was not really heavy because I already got the base. So now this fighting was also has finished. Okay, now I want to tell you about this move as well. You can't really hope to get something from this white group. Then which means totally we have finished our fighting. Now in this situation you have to find a big place. The big place is basically you can think like you have to put your hand on the board, then which means the lower side and right hand side are quite big area. So basically such kind of move is always good, like this one and this. Yeah, all okay. But as I told you, especially in this situation, this 3-3 is quite big place. So now still I will play this one or just the Kosumi. I will defense here first, and then I will share. If white just play at the right hand side, then I will just play something like this and get the lower side. Anyway, you have a potential right hand side and lower side. But now this one, as when you lose the 3-3 point, it's not really related with your territory. And even this is not really helping to get right hand side that much. So stone doesn't have to go to the center when you are going to the big place. Okay, I'm not sure whether you had a trouble about your reading. You might hope to capture these white stones, but now I could make something here. Yeah, I could save easily. Okay, still is okay. Until now, the main point was in the beginning fighting and the left upper corner. Those were quite, and then the left hand side. This move. 3 moves are big mistake. Okay, in this situation also similar. Basically, your thinking direction has to be this way. And if you are feeling annoying to get this move, I think in this case you can fight with this move. But for example, sometimes if this is not strong enough, then it might be quite annoying. And in that kind of a situation, then you can have a 2-space jump. This is the former way. Yeah. Of course, this is tighter. And if you do this, then still you can steer my 근거이대, the base, easily. And when you do that, then of course I have to press this group. Yeah. And this one is great. But if I am black still, I will think about to get in. The reason is just you are in good control. When you have a good control, you might be worried about this one, but main point is I don't have a time to play that move right now. Even you just separate of my group, then which means I can't really think about to save this one right now. Yeah. I don't think this is a mistake, just I'm telling you between active move and passive move. Since you push here, now the right hand side is the biggest. Of course, with this move, then you can just play something here first is also possible. Then I think if you play here, I have to be hurried to reduce something. The main point is that after you play, if I have a reduce, that's much better than I play first, like actual game. So always, if you are just going to the big place first, and if opponent is following you, that's always better than just you just give me the big place to me first. Yeah. So now, okay. Yeah, this one stone was not really seriously dangerous. That's why I understand you want to punish this one. You can just think like if, for example, if this white was not really strong enough, before you couldn't really attack this white group, even though this was not strong and not really strong. But now when you have a middle game, you can think now white has to keep invest to the center if there is such kind of a situation. So finally, if you are not giving me the base easily, then I need to invest my move in the middle game. Okay, now it was not really easy to attack. Even you do this move, and when I do here, when you are saving, yeah, this must be my sente. Not really easy. So we had the retrading. Now when you capture my one stone, now my base is getting some trouble. That's why I just connect. Now we can't find the big plays anymore like just now. So if I just play at the lower side, became invasion is quite big place. If you are doing this, for example, if I just give up like that, it's quite painful to me. It's really big place. If you play such kind of a move in the beginning, then it will be quite small. But in the middle game, then it will be the biggest. That's why if I don't want to get that kind of move, then I need to tidy up the shape. At that time, we are using this kind of attachment. Even though I'm losing this one stone like actual game, then I can make the clean shape. Yeah, okay, this is nice. You know, still black is leading a lot. Still, black is much better. Okay, until now it was okay. But first, when I play here, what do you think about the value of this one stone? When you capture, you can earn 3 points. And when I capture, like actual game, I can earn basically 5 points. So minimum this is 8 points. But this time, actually this is not just 8 points. Because when you capture this one stone, for example, I just play here. After this, your such kind of pressing will be quite annoying to me. Even I defense when you are going, you know I am responsible to answer. That is what you are getting. Yes, so which means still this is related with the base. When you capture here, I don't mean this white is really dangerous, but you can bother my group and you can get some territory. So this one stone was, 2 stones are quite big, big place. And then, okay. At the middle game, you may feel a little bit confused how you can find the big place. First, about this left upper corner, if you want to tidy up this shape, then you have to just Atari here. Even you capture, actually you don't have to win this call, because I'm not gonna connect this one stone. And then you can just play big place. And now the center is the big place. Other than center, I cannot find anymore. Then just you have to compare between you play first, whatever, and between I play first. Or even you play such kind of a way. You just going first is better than I play first. I will just play whatever. When you answer, then however I can be better. When you try to jump away, still I will be better than when you play first. So eventually this call, when I capture and when you are going other place and we have to share the center, then you can make this one. Then this one stone is quite small. Yeah, you need to have a valuation about this one. So now this was a little bit small. So that I can start first at the center. Yeah, this is also same. Now the black must be here. Then I was planning to play this kind of reduce. Yeah, anyway, white is getting naturally. That is why. That is the why is like that. Because white started first. And you played here one more move. Yeah, I remember that when you get this move, you were feeling quite painful. Yeah, this one stone is also actually in this situation this connecting was no problem, but in the actual game you made a bad exchange in the future. Yeah, this move this is a little bit better, not so different, but anyway it's much better. Now after this, if I do not answer, you can just cut my one stone like this. If I have a tiger's mouth, then you don't really have to answer here. Even you answer, it will be better anyway. Okay, so yeah, this one stone, what do you think? After you exchange, there was some trouble. This exchange with should be one of the losing move. Yeah. After this, since I cut, something was in big trouble, so that I can capture 2 stones and I can save many things. So at that time, I think I chased a lot. Yeah, you can feel that now there is no more big place. So I'm just playing one of the good plays, good for each other. And as you know, in the actual game, if I do not have this stone, then my maximum will be here. This is my maximum. If I do something like actual game, I can try, but just like little bit risky compared to actual game. You can still try to save. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, even there was no trouble in the actual game. I think white was a bit leading. Yeah. The final mistake was this exchange, but you don't have to focus too much about your final mistake. You have to understand from the beginning which way you have to fight and which timing you need to go to the other place and which group you have to support when you are fighting. That's it. Okay, thank you very much. Then see you next time. Bye.